I was in high school, I think I was a sophomore in high school. They bring in these consoles, they were the TI-99s that you could connect to a television, and they had a keyboard and there was a program called BASIC, and that's where I programmed my first solution of the quadratic equation, and it just blew my mind. So what was typical is that Argentina had a very, very strong public education system going all the way from actually preschool, which is where I met my wife, all the way to finishing college. The engineering program was 6 years. So I have 21 years of public free education. It was a very strong focus on educating yourself. During the dictatorship, it was tough. It was assumed that if you were Jewish, you were communist, which, couldn't be further from the truth in case of my father. But, we would get calls at 3 a.m. in the morning saying nasty things, intimidation, that sort of thing. Then we had democracy. It was great. I studied civil engineering there, and I met my mentor, Eduardo Dvorkin, who is actually a PhD from MIT. He's the one who inspired me to pursue graduate studies in the US. For me, what he had done and this world that he was opening to me was like a fantasy. It was like unreal. I had finished my PhD at Caltech, and I started interviewing for jobs. The day I said that I got an interview at MIT, the butcher in my town knew that I was going to MIT to interview for a job position. There is no doubt that the US is so special, and a place like MIT is so special. It was very unique in terms of opportunities. Someone like me with my broken accent, at some point I ended up in Congress talking to a bunch of senators about military helmets and how they were safe to protect against blast injuries. I had US senators listening to me, okay? And there is a sort of excitement associated with it. Then you feel that you don't just work on things you like, that you get the opportunity and the privilege to work on the kinds of things that you like to do, and they pay you for it. You can make a living out of it. It's that somebody cares. You have something to contribute, this country will gladly take it and value you. We are never satisfied with how we do things. We're always revisiting what we do. In my department, every 10 years there is a new exercise to revisit everything we do, from education, not take ourselves for granted. I think that's very important. What I respect the most about this community, right, is their commitment to excellence, academic excellence, scholarly excellence. But this is a sort of excitement that this place breathes and makes it so interesting.